There was movement at the station, for the word had passed around. The colt from Old Regret had got away. That's the start of the poem The Man from Snowy River by A.B. Banjo Patterson, where some of the best riders in the land, Clancy of the Overflow, the Man from Snowy River, Harrison, converged in the Alpine high grounds to try and recapture the colt and claim the £1,000 reward. We've been lucky enough to spend 4 days in the region, really just soaking up all of that history. We're actually standing in a town called Dalgety, which was once considered as a very strong contender to be the capital of Australia, which has now become Canberra, of course, about 200 kilometres to the east of here. So it's been a great experience camping out on a 155-acre property. No power, no water, just totally self-sufficient and no one else around. We've been able to visit places like Jindabyne, a town that was moved or relocated so they could put in a dam as part of the Snowy Hydro scheme. We've been up into the Alps. We've had a look at Perisher, Charlotte's Pass and Thredbo. Normally at this time of the year you wouldn't get to see any snow, but as you'll see in a little while, we got to experience something quite special approaching the middle of December. So it's been a great 4 days, and we're just going to head off now south, almost to the coast, across to Lakes Entrance and then to Kyneton for Christmas. We hope you enjoy the snippets that are coming up of some of the places we visited in the last 4 days, and we'll catch you again in the next video. From Jane, Paul and Harper, cheers guys. So we're at Duck Downs in the Snowy, and tonight's my turn to cook, so I'm going to an old favourite. It's pretty simple, really nice to be able to cook on fire again, as long as it's not too hot. So what we've got in here is just some chilies and garlic and some mixed herbs and olive oil, and what we're going to do is fry these up, add some beautiful mushrooms and then some pasta. So we'll just get that over the flame. Sounds about right.
Smells about right already. Doesn't take long. Get that garlic hit.
So we'll just leave that in there for a while, just to soften down the chilli and the garlic. There's nothing worse than raw garlic, but just controlling the heat a little bit so that we don't burn the garlic in particular. And we'll come back to you when we add the mushrooms.
Yummo.
Okay, so we're happy with the chilli and the garlic. There's heaps of olive oil in here, but once you put the mushies in, that'll really soak it up. So what we usually use is just some roughly cut porcini mushrooms. We find that's the best, so we'll just toss those in. Also put a little bit of wood on the fire just to get the heat up a little bit. It's hot on my leg. So we'll just sweat those down. And so how good is this a location to cook dinner? Challenge tonight was really getting enough heat coming up from the fire because of the amount of wind that's blowing through, but we're just about there. The magic ingredient we'll throw in now is just a little bit of dirty water from the pasta. Makes such a difference. So we're just going to pour about half a cup of dirty water in there. Give that a good swish around. We're just going to let that come up to heat, and then once that's done, we'll put our drained pasta in, and then we'll be ready to serve with some Parmesan cheese. Yummo. So it's okay for me to bang on about my cooking, but let's go and check with the main person. Let's see what she thinks.
The main person? What am I the main person about?
We'll just come around here and get the sun. So Janie, how did it turn out, mate?
Very good, but it might surprise you to know that I think you should have put that last chilli in.
Oh, another chilli, tricky.
But the flavours are good.
Yeah.
Mushies are yum. Parmesan's a good touch at the end.
She's come up all right with a glass of red too. Cheers, everyone.
I couldn't say for sure, but I wouldn't ask for more than you. Say rest assured, we were made for this. We were made for this. Call me up before in forward motion to still this heart upon all my trouble.
You bit cold there, Jane?
It's a bit chilly. It's actually snowing. And I think I'll get back in the car now.
I think you need to put that hoodie on I've lent you. Just got to find her. Where are you?
My glass? You bastard! Oh. Defenseless woman.
I've just come to apologise.
Snowballing
It was... it was...
man. Suspicious.
Oh, it's bloody cold. It was very childish.
Stick that on your own face. It's called Charlotte's Pass.
So we're at Charlotte's Pass and the snow is coming down
Straight into my face.
and it's freezing, but we're going to go for a little walk. What a treat on about the 10th or 11th of December to be in a little snow flurry. So the sign back there said look out views of Mount Kosciuszko, but I think you're just going to have to take my word for it on a day like today. There is no way now you could see anything through the clouds, but we'd rather have it this way, to be honest. People from Perth, Western Australia, we don't see this very often. Fantastic, if cold. So we're just heading back down the mountain. This is Perishes. You could imagine it would be absolutely heaving in winter.